Released July 29th by developer Biffle Games and publisher Neon Hive for Oculus Quest 1 and 2, Arcsmith is a unique take on the puzzle genre, and while I'm not big on the puzzle genre, Arcsmith gave me reasons to remain engaged. Thanks to the publisher for the review key.
I don't do this work anymore. I'm retired. Done.
It's your first day on a new job, and not only is it a new job, but a new experience for you. You've never been an Arcsmith before, and this here is your trial by fire.
You walked in looking for something to do. There isn't a job here.
I'll break down the best I can what this unique puzzle game is about, but first, let's talk visuals. Arcsmith has passable VR visuals. It's presented to you in a cartoon-styled aesthetic, so a pass is given on the lack of detail, and while not the sharpest experience I've had in a VR headset, it still looks good and gets the job done. From your arc tools, which you use to move things around, to the desk you're permanently stuck at, to the character design of your unwilling mentor, Corith Din, Arcsmith has adequate visuals. After playing enough VR games, you'll come to the realization that what is considered dated and even poor on flat screens are quite acceptable in a VR headset. Yeah, we'd all like to see AAA quality games every time we boot a game up, but this is what it is for now. I recently installed Return to Castle Wolfenstein VR on the Quest 2, and as old as that game is, it helps prove my point.
Yeah, I heard the clatter out here. Job's coming in, eh?
So the visuals are fine. How about the audio? I loved the audio design. And I'm not just talking about the sound effects or ambient sounds. The voice acting was good all around. Corith Din, the silly robot, the announcer updating you on the pending war headed in your direction. All good, all convincing. Special praises to the music. Now, while I'm no purveyor of great music, I have to say hats off to the music. While I have no idea what they're on about, most of the tracks here are quite soothing and perfect for creating that whistle while you work environment. Let's talk story and gameplay. I'm bundling them together because this is where Arcsmith shines and gets real interesting. Arcsmith is a glorified puzzle game. I say glorified because while Arcsmith wears its genre on its sleeve, one could easily enter into it thinking there's something else at play here, simply because of how it plays out. It's a puzzle game that gives you an interesting enough story as a distraction, and just like the music, the story helps you get through what could easily have been considered a boring experience. You take on the role of a new Arcsmith with no experience. You're sent into a workshop with a grumpy old engineer and his robot. You're given a very brief introduction and sent off to figure things out by yourself. There are tips and instructions, but I found entering into it hands-on worked best. An Arcsmith is basically an engineer or technician of the distant future. You're given a desk, some tools, an item requisition option, and job sheets. You start off by creating simple stuff like a radio. Then as you progress, you make more complex items. You create these items in a Lego building block style. Your job is to figure out what part goes where to make each item tick. You choose between radiators, power generators, power dischargers, and more will become available as the jobs increase in complexity. Arcsmith is the kind of puzzle game that'll leave you feeling less than the sharpest tool in the shed when you find yourself trying to figure out power fluctuations, overheating problems, and so on. Good thing is, although with the whole Bob the Builder style approach to assembling parts, Arcsmith is more logic-based than it looks. So, for those head-scratchers, a good old try again approach seems to work every time. The story is seamlessly integrated, so while you build and repair, Dim gives you context. You realize that you and your station are intertwined in an intergalactic power struggle, and as tensions rise, so does your station's purpose.
In my life,
Following incursions by the Order in this sector, independent fleets have begun to coordinate.
Listening to war unfold while being given bits and pieces of Corith's story makes the time and effort required to figure out some of these puzzles a whole lot more tolerable. What I'm saying is, to experience such an immersive puzzle game in such a way is a lot more palatable than, let's say, watching blocks fall. That's my major takeaway from this experience.
No.
The fleets push forward from here to engage with the Order, and while the battle may be far away, this network encourages you to stay.
There really isn't much more to Arcsmith but that. But I applaud the devs for their creativity, and I applaud VR for the opportunity, as such an experience would not have been nearly the same on a flat screen. In VR, Arcsmith feels more like a job simulator than a puzzle experience. Arcsmith is a relaxed puzzle game which you play seated. There is nowhere to go, so locomotion or motion sickness won't be an issue either. Whether you're into puzzle games or not, Arcsmith is here for those willing to give something unique a shot. It brings something new to the seasoned puzzle gamer and everyone else. Give it a shot, you may just fall in love with it.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Thank you for watching. If you like my content, feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If on the other hand I found a way to piss you off with this review, then hey, the dislike and unsub buttons aren't just there for show. Hit them with the strength of Korith Din and keep it moving. Either way, I won't hold it against you. Our game is never over.
Yeah, reactivate. We're open for business. Kid.